What if I told you that the most popular family dog in America, a dog millions of people describe as gentle, safe, and easygoing, is quietly living a shorter life than it did 50 years ago? Not by a year, not by two. We're talking about a lifespan that's been cut nearly in half. In the 1970s, the Golden Retriever regularly lived to 17 years old. Today, 10 to 12, if you're lucky. And the reason why is one of the most shocking stories in modern dog breeding. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to give you the truth that most Golden Retriever videos completely skip over: the history, the personality, the care needs, and the hard facts that every owner and every prospective owner deserves to know. Welcome to the real story of the Golden Retriever. Before we talk about that golden coat, that irresistible face, or whether this breed is right for your home, let's go back to where it all started, because the origin of the Golden Retriever is more surprising and far more specific than most people realize. The Golden Retriever was born in the Scottish Highlands in the mid-1800s, and it exists today almost entirely because of one man, Dudley Coutts Marjoribanks, who would later become the First Lord Tweedmouth. He was a British aristocrat, a member of Parliament, and, above all else, a dog-breeding obsessive. From a young age, Marjoribanks kept a detailed leather-bound stud book, meticulously recording every single mating he ever performed across 50 years of breeding. That book is now kept by the Kennel Club in the UK, and it's the reason we know the Golden Retriever's story at all. The Golden Retriever was created specifically because the hunting dogs of the day weren't cutting it. The Scottish Highlands were cold, wet, and rugged, and the popular black flat-coated retrievers, while skilled, struggled to handle the terrain effectively. Marjoribanks wanted something better, something that could retrieve game birds across both land and water, tolerate freezing conditions, and still be calm and biddable enough to work alongside a hunter. Here's where the story gets interesting and almost didn't happen at all. In 1865, on a walk through Brighton, Marjoribanks spotted a single yellow-coated dog named Noose. Noose had been born to two black-coated parents. His golden color was considered a defect, and in that era, pups like him were routinely disposed of. Marjoribanks saw something in him no one else did. He bought Noose from a cobbler, brought him to his 20,000-acre Scottish estate at Goosachin, and in 1868 mated him to a Tweed water spaniel named Belle. The litter produced 3 yellow puppies: Cowslip, Crocus, and Primrose, named after yellow wildflowers. Every Golden Retriever alive today traces its lineage directly back to that single litter. Over the following decades, Marjoribanks carefully refined the breed, introducing crosses with red setters, bloodhounds, and additional Tweed water spaniels, selecting always for that golden coat, that gentle temperament, and that remarkable ability to retrieve in difficult conditions. The Tweed water spaniel, one of the breed's most important ancestors, is now completely extinct. The Golden Retriever was officially recognized by the Kennel Club in England in 1913 and by the American Kennel Club in 1925. Within decades, it had spread across the world and become one of the most recognized breeds in history. Now that you know where this breed came from, one of the most precisely documented origin stories in dog history, let's talk about what it actually looks like. Because the Golden Retriever's appearance tells you everything about what it was built to do. Let's talk about the look, because when you see a Golden Retriever for the first time, there's a reason it's impossible to forget. Size. The Golden Retriever is a medium to large breed. Males typically stand 23 to 24 inches at the shoulder and weigh between 65 and 75 pounds, roughly the size of a healthy 10-year-old child. Females are slightly smaller, standing 21 to 22 inches and weighing between 55 and 65 pounds. Solid, sturdy, and athletic, these dogs are built for a full day of work. Build. Their body is well-balanced and muscular without being bulky. They move with a smooth, flowing stride that's almost effortless to watch. a carryover from centuries of work as a field retriever, where efficiency of movement meant the difference between a tired dog and a productive one. Head and face. The Golden Retriever has a broad, slightly rounded skull with a straight, powerful muzzle. Their ears are medium-sized, folded gently forward, framing the face. And then there are those eyes. Dark brown, almond-shaped, set wide apart, they carry an expression that owners describe as kind and soulful. It's not your imagination. That look was bred into them. A dog that needed to communicate calmly with a human in the field had to have a face you could read. Coat. The Golden Retriever's coat is its signature, a dense, water-resistant double layer. The outer coat can be straight or slightly wavy, with longer feathering on the chest, legs, and tail. The undercoat is thick and insulating, which means this breed handles cold weather remarkably well. Colors range from a pale cream through rich gold and deep burnished amber, though the breed standard excludes red or mahogany shades. And yes, they shed. A lot. More on that in care. Unique feature. One of the most functional physical traits of the Golden Retriever is its soft mouth, the same bite pressure control that was essential for retrieving birds without damaging the game. It's so precise that a well-trained Golden Retriever can carry a raw egg in its mouth without breaking the shell. That same gentle grip is part of why this breed has become the gold standard, literally, for therapy dogs and guide dogs worldwide. But looks are only part of the story. What defines the Golden Retriever more than anything else is the personality that lives behind those eyes, and this is where things get really interesting. If you're wondering what it's actually like to live with a Golden Retriever, here's the honest answer. It's one of the most emotionally rewarding experiences you can have with a dog, and one of the most demanding. Those two things are not contradictions, they're the same sentence. With family, the Golden Retriever is one of the most deeply connected family dogs ever bred. Not just loyal, emotionally tuned in. Owners consistently describe a sense that their Golden seems to know when they're sad, anxious, or unwell and moves towards them rather than away. That's not a coincidence. A dog bred to work in close cooperation with a human in the field, reading subtle cues all day, develops an emotional intelligence that carries right into the living room. With children, few breeds handle children as naturally as the Golden Retriever. Their patient, tolerant temperament, combined with that instinctive, gentle bite inhibition, makes them genuinely well-suited for families with young kids. That said, as with any dog, supervision is always recommended with very small children. A Golden is not aggressive, but it is enthusiastic, and a 70-pound dog in full joy mode can easily knock over a toddler. With strangers, here's a fact that surprises a lot of people. The Golden Retriever is not a guard dog, not even close. By nature, this breed is welcoming and friendly towards people it doesn't know. It was bred to follow a hunter's commands in the field, not to protect territory. A Golden will likely greet a burglar with the same tail-wagging enthusiasm it uses to welcome your best friend. If security is what you need, look elsewhere. If warmth is what you want, this is your breed. With other animals, when it comes to other dogs and pets, the Golden Retriever is one of the most socially easy breeds in existence. With proper early socialization, most Goldens do excellently in multi-pet households, including households with cats, though individual personalities do vary. The quirk you need to know. Here's something that separates the Golden Retriever from almost every breed on this channel. This dog will carry something in its mouth to greet you. Every single time. A shoe, a toy, a sock, the TV remote, a piece of garden hose it found under the bush. It doesn't matter. It's a deeply ingrained retrieval instinct, and it's the breed's version of saying hello. Experienced Golden owners don't even blink. New owners find it hilarious for about a week and then start hiding their shoes. Now here's the part most YouTube channels rush past: training. Because understanding this breed's personality is one thing, getting it to actually channel all that energy and enthusiasm in the right direction, that's a whole different challenge. When it comes to training, the Golden Retriever sits among the most trainable breeds in the world, and that's not marketing speak. The AKG consistently rank them in the top 5 for obedience and working intelligence. But trainable doesn't mean effortless. It means that when you do it right, the results are spectacular. When you do it wrong, you end up with a very large, very excited golden wrecking ball who has decided every visitor to your home is their new best friend. Intelligence level. The Golden Retriever learns new commands fast, often within 5 repetitions. But more than raw learning speed, what sets them apart is their emotional attunement. They are extraordinarily good at reading human body language, tone of voice, and facial expression. This is the same trait that makes them exceptional guide dogs, therapy dogs, and search and rescue workers. It also means they pick up on your frustration before you realize you're showing it. So keeping training sessions calm and upbeat isn't optional. It's essential. Training approach: the Golden Retriever responds best to positive reinforcement, treats, praise, play rewards. This breed was built to please its person, and that instinct is your greatest training asset. Reward the behavior you want, ignore the behavior you don't, and stay consistent. Short sessions of 10 to 15 minutes tend to outperform long, repetitive drills because a bored golden is a distracted golden. What to avoid? Never use harsh corrections or punishment-based methods with a Golden Retriever. This breed is sensitive. You won't create an obedient dog through force. You'll create an anxious one. Equally, avoid inconsistency between family members. If one person lets the dog jump up and another corrects it, you haven't trained the dog, you've confused it. Pro tip: one of the most effective techniques for Golden Retrievers is incorporating retrieving into training. These dogs love to carry and fetch. Use that. Ask for a sit before throwing the ball. Ask for a wait before releasing them to swim. You're not just exercising their body, you're building a communication channel the dog already speaks fluently. Socialization. Early socialization is non-negotiable. Expose your Golden Retriever puppy to different people, dogs, sounds, and environments during the critical window of 3 to 14 weeks. A well-socialized Golden becomes the confident, friendly, emotionally stable adult the breed is famous for. Skip that window and you risk anxiety and behavioral issues that are much harder to address later. Training covered. But now let's get into the daily reality, because exercise, grooming, and care routines are where a lot of Golden Retriever owners struggle more than they expected. Don't skip this part. Let's talk about what life with a Golden Retriever actually looks like, not the Instagram version, but the real one. Exercise. The Golden Retriever has a high energy level, particularly in its first 3 years. They need at least 1 to 2 hours of physical activity every day. And we're not talking about a gentle stroll. Meaningful exercise means fetch, swimming, hiking, off-leash park time, or agility work. A Golden that doesn't get enough exercise doesn't quietly sit in the corner. It eats your furniture, digs up your garden, and practices jumping on every person who walks through the door. Their athleticism is a feature, not a bug, but only if you meet it. Mental stimulation. Here's what most owners miss. Physical exercise alone isn't enough for the Golden Retriever. This is a working dog with a working brain. Puzzle feeders, scent games, obedience training, and interactive play are essential for keeping them mentally satisfied. A Golden that's physically tired but mentally understimulated will still find trouble. The goal is a dog that's tired in both dimensions. Living situation. The ideal home for a Golden Retriever is a house with a securely fenced yard and an active owner. They can adapt to larger apartments if given serious daily exercise, but they need space to stretch, and they are not a sedentary lifestyle. If you work long hours away from home and can't arrange consistent dog care, this breed will struggle. Grooming. That beautiful coat comes with a very real time commitment. Brush your Golden Retriever at least 2 to 3 times per week and daily during the twice-yearly heavy shedding seasons. Bathing every 6 to 8 weeks keeps the coat healthy and manageable. Don't overlook the ears. Their floppy shape traps moisture and makes them prone to infection, particularly in dogs that swim frequently. Check and clean them weekly. Diet. Feed your Golden Retriever a high-quality diet appropriate for a large, active breed. They are prone to obesity, which puts serious strain on their joints and worsens existing health vulnerabilities, so portion control matters. For puppies specifically, a large breed puppy formula helps regulate the growth rate and reduces the risk of joint problems developing early. Always consult your vet on dietary needs as your dog ages. Here's the section that most YouTube channels completely gloss over, the health issues specific to this breed, and the one statistic about Golden Retrievers that will genuinely stop you in your tracks. Don't skip it. Every breed has its health profile. The Golden Retriever's profile is one that every owner needs to understand clearly, not to be afraid, but to be prepared. Lifespan. The Golden Retriever lives an average of 10 to 12 years. That's on the shorter end for a medium-large breed. And here's the part that should make every owner take notice. In the 1970s, Golden Retrievers commonly lived 16 to 17 years. That lifespan has been nearly cut in half over 5 decades. The primary reason? Cancer. The cancer reality. The Golden Retriever now holds the grim distinction of having the highest cancer rate of any dog breed. Research indicates that approximately 65 to 60% of all Golden Retrievers will develop cancer during their lifetime, with the most common types being hemosarcoma, lymphoma, osteosarcoma, and mast cell tumors. That's not a statistic to gloss over. For context, about 1 in 4 dogs in general will develop cancer. The Golden's rate is more than double that. Notably, American-bred Goldens show higher rates than their European counterparts, which points strongly to breeding practices as a contributing factor. Hip and elbow dysplasia, a joint malformation common in large breeds, causing discomfort, stiffness, and eventual lameness. Manageable with medication, lifestyle modification, and in some cases surgery, but it begins in genetics and is worsened by rapid early growth and obesity. Subvalvular aortic stenosis, a heart condition that's specific to the breed, and involves a narrowing below the aortic valve. Severity varies, but in serious cases, it can cause sudden cardiac events. Cardiac screening before breeding is essential. What you can do? Many of these conditions are manageable, and some are preventable. Routine vet visits twice a year are strongly recommended, increasing to 3 to 4 times annually once your Golden reaches age 8. Ask your breeder for health clearances covering hip and elbow evaluations, cardiac exams, and eye certifications. A reputable breeder will have these ready without hesitation. Research into the breed's cancer vulnerability is advancing. The Morris Animal Foundation's Golden Retriever Lifetime Study, tracking over 3,000 dogs, is generating data that is actively changing how veterinary medicine approaches canine cancer. There is genuine reason for hope. So, knowing everything you know now, is the Golden Retriever actually right for you? Let's be completely honest about that. Here's the truth. The Golden Retriever is a genuinely extraordinary dog. Warm, intelligent, trainable, gentle, and deeply bonded to its family. But extraordinary doesn't mean right for everyone, and the best thing I can do for you is be completely straight about that. The Golden Retriever is a great fit if you have a yard or a highly active lifestyle with regular outdoor time, can commit to 1 to 2 hours of real exercise every single day. Want a dog that is affectionate, emotionally in tune, and socially easy with people and other pets. Are patient enough for the puppy years, which with a Golden can last until age 3. Are prepared to stay on top of grooming, health monitoring, and regular vet visits. Want a dog that will be a genuine emotional presence in your home, not a background fixture. The Golden Retriever may not be right for you if you are away from home for long hours and can't arrange reliable dog care. Want a guard dog or a breed with strong territorial instincts? Prefer a lower maintenance coat because the shedding is real and it never stops. Live in a very small space without the commitment to heavy daily exercise. Are not emotionally or financially prepared for potential significant health costs, particularly around cancer. No judgment in either direction. The most important decision any dog owner can make is matching the right breed to their actual life, not the life they imagine they'll have. A golden in the wrong home isn't a happy golden. Before we wrap up, a few things about the Golden Retriever that most people don't know. Fact 1. A Golden Retriever named Augie from Oakland, Tennessee set the world record for the most tennis balls held in a dog's mouth simultaneously. 5 balls all at once, completely on brand for a dog that has been trying to carry things since 1868. Fact 2. Gerald Ford's Golden Retriever, Liberty, became one of the most photographed dogs in White House history. She gave birth to a litter of puppies in the White House in 1975, and Ford reportedly spent more time with those puppies during a stressful period of his presidency than almost anyone else. Fact 3. Golden Retrievers are among the top 3 most popular guide and assistance dog breeds in the world, and consistently rank in studies as the most emotionally responsive dogs to human distress. In hospital therapy programs, patients who interact with Golden Retrievers show measurable reductions in anxiety, blood pressure, and pain perception. The breed that was born to work in a field is now doing its most important work in hospital wards, schools, and disaster zones. And that is everything you need to know about the Golden. From its precise origin in a single litter of yellow puppies on a Scottish estate to its extraordinary personality, its daily care demands, and the very real health realities that every owner deserves to understand. Now, I want to hear from you. If you've ever owned a Golden Retriever or you're thinking about getting one, drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one thing about this breed that surprised you most? The shedding, the emotional intelligence, the cancer statistics, the mouth full of shoes every time you come home? Let me know. If this video gave you something real, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more dog lovers find this channel. And subscribe so you never miss a breed deep dive. We post every week and we always go deeper than the surface.